Hello, Kannaway. We are back for yet another preview of the coming month and what it has to offer. Very excited to be hosting this product training. It's a product training and preview of products that we are launching, partly in the US. All of these products are actually launching in Europe on the 1st of October. You had a little bit of a faster start. You had a head start, that is, in the US for a few of them. They are favorites that have come back. My name is Janne Heimonen. I'm a managing director at Kannaway for Europe, US, and South Africa. And I'm very pleased to be presenting together with Melissa Tempelagosta again, one of our originals. She has been with Kannaway for a long time, and she is a skincare expert. So I need help in this topic. So thank you so much, Melissa.
You're welcome. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Melissa. And I know you have a busy schedule, so we'll just go and see what our slides have to offer us today. Appreciate you, helping us at such short notice, but you did such a great job last time. So I thought, we need to do it again.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
first of all, let's go straight into it. We are launching, and this is launching 1st of October, and we are releasing this video early just to prepare our dear brand ambassadors ahead of time for what is coming. I think that's a good idea. So, these videos are basically for you to be able to prepare for next month and make the most out of all of the, upcoming attractions, the news. Hit the ground running and start producing volume and bonuses from day one. And once you've seen what we have to share with you today, I'm sure you also are going to want to place your order on the 1st of October to get your hands on these products as soon as possible. We even have a special pack that gives you extra BV that we'll talk about towards the end of the presentation. So definitely make sure you watch the whole thing and find out about the upcoming pack so you can plan on using it for your qualification and rank advancement purposes next month, and actually probably until the holidays coming up later this year. Can't believe it. Melissa just said, yeah, well, fall is here. We call it autumn here in Europe, but fall, autumn. Yeah, it started today in Sweden. We've had a
Wow.
very warm, nice September, usually kind of colder, but today it officially shifted.
It still
Rain is
feels like
here.
summer here, but the hope of autumn is in the air. It's exciting.
It is, and I think it also brings certain needs in terms of how we look after ourselves, and why not something to help battle dry skin in a beautiful, luxurious way. And this product is new both to Europe and the US, launching on the 1st of October. It's called Hydro Luxe. And what is it's actually a body butter, a body cream. I guess it's too light and fluffy and wonderful to be called a butter. I've tried body butters and they're usually a little bit thicker. So I must say this started as a body butter and we couldn't call it butter because it's too good. So it is something else. It's Hydro Luxe body cream. And for nourishing your skin, giving you CBD and a great list of ingredients. Melissa will talk about them. Obviously, I mean, our products are natural, they are cruelty-free and so forth. This is made in the US. We make some of our best products right at our office in our headquarters in Vista, California. Formulate and blend and mix these things like this body cream, which comes with a really nice scent as well. So looking forward to hearing what you think. Gives you a lot of hydration. This product has 1,000 milligrams of CBD, and also helps to reduce inflammation thanks to the CBD content. And the ingredients in there are developed and formulated to give you long-lasting moisture. The scent is cucumber melon, and I just learned how to actually pronounce jojoba. It's not jojoba. It's what is it now?
Jojoba.
Oh, jojoba. All right, that's much better. And almond oil for deep moisture. It's a nice kind of a pump bottle priced at 49.99 US dollars or 49.99 euros in Europe at 35 BV. So it's a great product, great price, great BV ratio. So should be a really good product to for our range. And Melissa, have you had a chance to try this product? I think it's so new. I don't know if you've even had a
I
chance
have
to
not
try it.
tried it,
No?
but I've been talking to you about it off and on, and I'm really excited because I think it fills a gap in our assortment. We have our amazing salve that we know is kind of targeted for specific areas, but what about all the other areas where we might just be having some skin dryness, maybe some irritation or flakiness, even just issues we have with our body skin. Our body skin is like our first defense against the environment. So it's really important to protect it. We always hear about protecting it with sunscreen, but what about protecting it from moisture loss and dehydration? So I'm really excited about the jojoba oil. And that is a really strange pronunciation for a word in English. I know it's not typical. I don't know of another word like that. But this oil, the cool thing about jojoba, why it's so good for our skin, is it mimics the molecular structure of our own sebum. And our skin type is determined by the mix of oil and water on the surface of the skin. So sebum and oil. And when you don't have enough sebum, you're going to be dry and flaky potentially. So jojoba has a really high level of vitamin E, which is a very essential nutrient, as you know, for your body, but also your skin, of course, since it's the largest organ of our body. So there you go. You need the jojoba and add on top the almond oil. I love the fact that the cucumber melon scent is there because it's so refreshing and like kind of globally appealing. It's not feminine or masculine. It's just a very generic, fresh, clean scent. So I think this one's going to be a big hit. I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. Actually, I think you've tried the predecessor to this one, but this brand new one is a completely new formulation. It's stronger, it's better. It's a yeah, it's a great product to be added to our line. So this one is launching 1st of October in Europe and in the US, and it's a luxurious, rich, hydrating, wonderful cream which smells lovely, and looking very much forward to hearing what you think about it. So we are launching this together with three favorites that have been improved and re-engineered. So they haven't really been reformulated because the formulas were fantastic right from the start when we launched these years ago. But we have fixed some of the technical issues that we had with these products, some of the stability issues that unfortunately affected these great products. Because the formulas are fantastic, we'll talk about them. But now we have a technically superior product in terms of their stability. So we've improved the formulas, and that should serve you well. So we call it, this is Cannabis Beauty Defined, but you know, it's redefined because they've been fixed, they've been improved, and they are better than ever. And so these products are already available in the US. They are on the website, on the shop. Haven't been in the Europe so far, but will be made available on the 1st of October. I'm very happy about this. I know how popular they were, and well, they are popular with me. I love these products. I particularly love the serum, the Vitality Serum, but also the cleanser, which is a multi-purpose product for me. And then there's the moisturizer. I use it as well, not as often. Being a guy, you know, being a man, I tend to forget things like using a moisturizer. The other ones are, you know, come very easy. I will apply them right after showering. Moisturizer often, but not as religiously because it's a wonderful product. And so there's three of the original Cannabis Beauty Defined have been redefined, and we have the moisturizer, which is kind of focused on the vitamin C ester, and the cleanser. We talk about the Pro Vitamin B5, and then the Dragon's Blood product, the serum. But all of these have a number of ingredients, and not only that, I mean, fantastic formulations, great Asian herbal formulas. And those of you who remember the Asian formulas going in here and the heritage and all of the great kind kind of training we used to have a couple of years ago about this, it's all there. It's all still in these products, the same high concentrations as well. So although we pick out and kind of focus on specific ingredients, these are very rich, very advanced formulations, and we'll look at that as well. They work synergistically with CBD, so they have a fantastic kind of effect together, and they're very powerful. So Melissa talked about before we started recording about the active ingredients and the concentration. And why don't you share what we were talking about there about the level of actives that we have in these?
Yes, definitely. When I worked for L'Oreal for over 25 years, we would always, see ingredients and the percentages, and usually the active ingredients are very far down the ingredient list, and that's how you can tell the percentage, because on an ingredient list, it's listed in reverse chronological order. So the biggest ingredient is at the top, and then it keeps going. So what's interesting is you can look at the label and you can see that the active ingredients we mention here start at the fourth ingredient, the fifth ingredient, not the 30th ingredient necessarily, so 15 to 18% active ingredients is unheard of.
Yeah,
It's
it's very high.
usually not cost effective for big corporations and whatnot that are just mass producing. And the other thing is, this is a natural product. These products, I should say, are naturally derived. And so in terms of potency, this is beyond impressive, because you know how it is. You've probably tried natural products that are not these before, and they don't harm you, but they don't do anything in terms of anti-aging or results or efficacy whatsoever. So when you have 15 to 18% active natural ingredients, that's powerful. You are getting results, and some of the results are beyond impressive of what you might see in a much more expensive product, something that, is in the luxury skincare market, in the spa or dermatological skincare world. So that was one of the first things when I started with Kannaway back in the day that impressed me, was the care that was taken to formulate the skincare. And now this is even better. So I'm beyond pleased about that.
Lovely. And here are some of those ingredients. I mean, we have this base kind of herbal blend going into the Cannabis Beauty line. And there's ginseng and Angelica. Anything here you want to share something
I
about?
just really it's a lot. I mean, there's a lot, but what I want you to know is that all of these herbs blended together have an effect, and they're in all three of the products. So these herbs are a common thread throughout Cannabis Beauty Defined. And so that on top of the active ingredients that we call out for each of the three products, these are there behind the scenes, and you'll see that. And these herbs are especially sourced, and they have a specific purpose, but because they are there together, they work even better. I mean, you see a lot of words here: antioxidants, anti-aging, protecting against environmental stressors, soothing, anti-inflammatory, even helping with pigmentation issues, which, if you don't know what that means, it's an uneven skin tone. You might not have dark spots, but you might have, a variation in skin tone because of sun exposure, your environment, your lifestyle. And so it's really important to have this blend. And there's more, there's four more. On
Yeah.
this side in particular, I want to point out two ingredients with what I just said in mind. So the Croton Lechiri resin, the dragon's blood, as we love to call it, this ingredient, so when I first started researching this ingredient over, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, I found it in some really high-end products and like Sephora, etc. And I couldn't believe that we were able to source this and use it. It's actually a sap from a flowering tree. And, the name seems so strange. But it's just the name because it's red. The sap is kind of a reddish color. And it was used in South America traditionally for wound healing. We are not making claims on wound healing here, of course, hear me out. But what that means is that that sap is powerful in terms of skin regeneration, stimulating new collagen. Now, as you get older, your collagen production is slowing down naturally. That's just what happens. Really, after 30, it's going to slow down. So you need ingredients that help to support your skin's own ability to make its own collagen. You can't put collagen in the skin. That's why we don't have any products that say contains collagen. Not yet, right? I know people are drinking it and everything, but you want to instigate your skin to make its own. That's the best way to strengthen the skin's network of fibers to keep you young. So that's one of the ingredients that does it. It's also antifungal, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, anti-itch, which is puritic, antibacterial. So I'm blown away by dragon's blood.
Mm.
The other one is Glycyrrhiza glabra. And we used to use this licorice root extract in some L'Oreal products that, especially in Asian countries where the skin bleaching and brightening products were huge in terms of what customers wanted. And what licorice root does is it does not bleach. And we don't want to bleach the skin because that's permanent. That's something that a doctor should do. But licorice root helps to brighten and even the skin tone. So, I mentioned that earlier too. Vitamin C helps to do that. So these things are working together. If you don't have dark spots or pigmentation on your skin, this won't hurt you. This will prevent. If you look at your skin under a blue light camera, a UV light, you will see what's coming in the next 10 years. That it's all dormant down there from all of the exposure we've had in our youth, and it will show up at some point in your life. So why not keep it at bay? That's what I say. Just
Mm.
keep it down there. So
Mm.
I'm very excited about this combination.
Very cool. And this, is that the white peony albiflora as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the peony too, another way of brightening and evening skin tone. I mean, it's a huge request for all skin types, all skin tones and ethnicities to have some kind of evenness and brightness. That is one of the number one signs of youth. When people look at photographs, they'll guess people's age younger when their skin tone is more even and healthy looking. So interesting.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
and here's more. We have so many, including the wild pansy. But look at some of these key words. Elasticity. That means tightness, right? When your skin's elasticity starts to degrade, you will lose firmness in your skin. Just like when you lose collagen, you'll start to get more lines and wrinkles. So this is so complete that it's really amazing. You see blood circulation and skin health too. Why is that important? You have to keep blood flowing, right? To keep that youthful appearance and to keep the skin renewing itself. And also for the healthy color and glow of the skin. That is also a sign of youth that is noted when looking at photographs.
I think the um, one of the things I've noticed, and this happened in the past when I used original formulations, and very much now that I'm using these upgraded versions, is the almost instantaneous reaction I have. It feels almost like hormonal, like the that there's a release of some kind of feel good hormones when I use the product. My body almost
Oh,
goes like, oh, thank you. It's like
yes.
a very
It's like a little
pleasant, very good
tingly.
reaction. Hmm. Yeah, but it's more than local. It's almost like it's not a full body sensation, but it's definitely like
Yeah.
more than just a
You
local
know
feel.
it's working.
Yeah,
You know it's
and
working.
that's really try. I haven't had that on, I must say, on other products. And I've tried a lot of expensive and kind of big brand skincare from some of the more dermatological lines from
Yeah.
skincare specialists. But
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
also well, I shouldn't be impressed by your own products, but I am. Yeah. In the beginning of this chat as well, I said that for me the cleanser is a multi-purpose product. So I do use it as a shaving cream at times. And not always, but if I travel and that's the option I have for shaving, I use it because it's works perfectly fine for as a shaving cream, but also sometimes as a shower gel. So I don't need to bring two or three products; it's just one, and that's all those three things for me. I was gonna actually mention the Logisticum Shanzhong, and I don't know how to pronounce this in Mandarin, but is the I think Shanzhong is Sichuan, so it's the Sichuan lovage, which is a very strong product for blood circulation, skin health. But the example below that on this slide here shows you some of the research available. If you just go on the go to PubMed, go to the research libraries, and you'll actually find very interesting and relevant um, results. So all of these claims you are making or statements we make, they're not made up. We're not just putting words there. They're all very well founded. These herbs are all, well researched. Many of them belong to the, treasury of the most important herbs in Chinese traditional medicine and so on. So, and then in high concentrations, as we heard in these products. So no wonder we're getting results. So Melissa,
Yes.
on men and products and so forth.
Well, I definitely want to go back to a couple key ingredients for each of the three products outside of the herbal blend. But for men, don't forget, I mean, if you're skipping the moisturizer, that's your aftershave. I know the serum, it feels good afterward too, but you're literally removing the top layer of your stratum corneum when you shave. You're
Hmm.
removing dead skin cells and hair, but you can get ingrown hairs, you can get razor burn. And especially the moisturizer step is going to be soothing for that. If you look at the ingredients in there and the cleanser too, it's very mild and very gentle. So if somebody has, some kind of inflammatory thing going on with their skin, or maybe they just got a chemical peel or something like that and their skin's irritated, the cleanser is very kind to skin that has had some kind of differentiating factors going on. So have to try it. I mean, obviously this is unisex, so we have to
Hmm.
think about all the
Interesting.
possibilities. I love it.
Yep, and I think I'm being prompted now to use the moisturizer more often. So
Yes.
we'll definitely do that. So we will
Yes.
actually get to some of those other
Okay.
ingredients in these
Wonderful.
product slides. We have the serum here, for example, and I know you talked about the acids, especially before this
Yeah,
talk.
so we talked about the dragon's blood, and don't forget, these all have hemp. Hemp is one of the 50 fundamental herbs in traditional Chinese medicine, as Yanni mentioned with the other herbs. But the fact that hemp alone is in there is just huge. But I want to point out here on this slide for our serum that there is hyaluronic acid and a peptide. And you may have heard about these ingredients before because of I guess TikTok and just the rage out there, people getting different types of fillers in their lips and their face, and different types of injections like botulism toxins, so neurotoxins and fillers. But those are very expensive, and some people don't want to get injected into their face, like me. So these are options, alternatives to fillers and Botox. Hyaluronic acid is part of the fundamental substance that naturally exists in your skin. So your skin loves it, it drinks it in, and it's part of that natural moisture factors that go between all of your skin cells to keep your skin plump and youthful looking. So hyaluronic acid is for plumping, also hydration, of course. It's the essential moisture factor. But then you've got this peptide. This acetyl hexapeptide 8 particularly has been in the news because it is called the Botox alternative. We don't want to make claims about that. This is obviously not going to be the same as Botox, but the idea is that this helps to relax muscle contractions that cause frown lines, wrinkles, expression lines. So this will have an effect on wrinkles. So it's a really nice plus here for these two ingredients, a powerhouse. Like I ask anyone who's got an anti-aging product to put it up against this one, and let's see how they do. Do a test yourselves. If you have a product you love, put it away for a couple weeks. I would say 3 to 4 weeks is key to know what your skin is going to do. That's a natural cycle of a new skin cell coming to the surface. So imagine this little baby skin cell has been treated for 3, 4 weeks with just this, and you can really see what it's doing versus what you were using before. That's my challenge.
Hmm. Lovely. My wife absolutely loves this product. She goes through the serum quite quickly, I've seen. I don't know
Yes.
what she does with it, but she's
I
definitely using it.
know. It's
No.
it's important to layer it with the moisturizer. And some people are not into layering. So you can make a little cosmetic cocktail. You can put a drop of the serum and a pump of the moisturizer and just put it on. That way you're kind of speeding up your routine. And you won't overuse because if you only use the serum, it's very thin. And the
Mm.
focus is not on surface hydration. It's supposed to penetrate deeper. So you're
Mm.
going to use a lot if you only use
Okay.
this. That could be why I think it's
Could
best to
be.
use them in tandem with each other. They have their
Okay.
purpose, each one.
Thank you. Learning so much. And great products. So I've seen so many
Mm,
serums that are in that range of, okay, well, 1%, 2% active ingredients. It's mostly, water with a low pH level and vitamin C, and that's your 70, $80 serum. You see that type of
yes.
thing on the market. Here we have a wonderful product at 49.99, 35 BV. So we should make sure that people discover the vitality serum and use it. The moisturizer has some,
Yes. I mean, this is so powerful. This is not just a moisturizer. I mean, moisturizers normally make your skin dependent on them. And I don't think people think about this. Like your skin should have its ability to still create its own moisture and protect itself because that makes it strengthened. And a lot of moisturizers end up being a crutch. If you see the first 10 ingredients are a bunch of fillers and silicone and all this stuff, which is common for drugstore products in particular, it's not going to do anything for your skin. It's just going to give you a false sense of security. So, what we're doing here is giving you powerful active ingredients that really do something. Vitamin C, hands down, one of the most powerful anti-aging ingredients. Vitamin E, vitamin C. There's a couple of others, vitamin A. So I wanted to share the difference between the type of vitamin C that we're using here, which is vitamin C ester, and other vitamin C ingredients that tend to be in products. Vitamin C ester is much more easily assimilated into your skin than other types of vitamin C. It also lasts longer in the skin and is able to be utilized better by the skin. It doesn't degrade as easily as other forms of vitamin C. Sometimes you'll see something like vitamin C acetate or L-ascorbic acid, which L-ascorbic acid is pure vitamin C. It's not bad, but it's just hard for your skin to convert it, into something it can use. So this has done the work for you. Vitamin C ester is definitely the way to go. This is another way to brighten the skin, calm it, nourish it. Add on top the ginseng, which is very energizing and stimulating for the skin, which is really nice to get that circulation going. And the avocado oil, which is also non-comedogenic. Some people think that if they have acne or if they have oily skin, they can't use these products, but that is not the case. This is for all skin types. And hemp has been known to help with acneic skin in general. So don't be afraid. Some people even put our salve on top of their acne to reduce the inflammation. So this is the lighter version of that, which might be more palatable to people with oily and acneic skins, for example. But if you just have a normal combination, normal dry, sensitive skin, only about 10% of people have a real sensitive skin. Usually it just means it's not strengthened and it needs to be repaired. So very important step in the routine, this moisturizer. And a great price. I think you're muted, Yanni.
Well, you said it. Yep, great price. And yeah, the cleanser. You already shared some really interesting things about the cleanser.
Yeah,
Um,
and you too. I love that you use it to shave with too. And in a pinch when you're traveling to clean the body with it as well. Obviously a shower gel is one of our little wish list things that we all like to have. But this is so all-encompassing. Provitamin B5 is a powerful ingredient that's very anti-aging. It's not just about hydration and soothing. Provitamin B5 is panthenol and it is an anti-aging ingredient, including everything else. And who doesn't like orange oil? I used to work for a French brand for L'Oreal, as many of them are, but this was a pharmacy brand from France. And the orange oil was the reason people wanted it because it's just this stimulating smell to our senses, very invigorating. So when you're washing your face in the morning, it's this uplifting experience. I think that the routine that you do with your skincare, even if it's just 2 minutes, has something sensorial to do. It sets the tone for your day. It is like a protocol. It's a ritual, if you will. And we've made it very easy to have a ritual with these
Yeah,
three and now four products. So you're gonna love it.
exactly. Yeah, so we are getting, well, another great price here. So
Wow.
okay, so let's summarize a little bit why choose Cannabis Beauty Defined. Well, it's this combination of hemp. We talked about CBD, but obviously it's the hemp ingredient and powerful botanical combinations. We talked about many of them, and I shared just one example of the research out there. So there's a lot you could find out about each one of those. And quick absorption, deep nourishment, suitable for all skin types, even sensitive skin, as Melissa said. And I learned sometimes it's not that your skin is actually sensitive; it just needs to be strengthened and repaired, right? So great reasons to get into Cannabis Beauty Defined, and why not together with the new Hydro Luxe for a great combination. So these four products will all be available also in a pack. So in the US, we already have the moisturizer, the cleanser, the vitality serum. The Hydro Luxe will be launching on the 1st of October. And in Europe, all of them launch on the 1st of October. And we are also making them available as a collection. The Face and Body collection available from 1st October until mid-December. So we kind of not only launch with these, but also have a chance to work through the different holidays. There's Thanksgiving coming up, and we have Christmas coming up, and so forth. The thing about this, because we don't want to discount these amazing products too much. If you look at the price point here, I think it's a great price for such an amazing set of products. What we've done here is we've actually increased the BV. There's a slight discount, but the big thing is you're getting extra BV. So instead of 126 BV, I think it's 150 for the pack. So it's a great product to build with, and to get qualifications going and so forth. You get a slight discount, but you more than anything also get all four products in an easy to order pack. Great for customers, great as gifts, and you got a good 2.5 months to work this special pack. You mentioned a ritual, Melissa. So I guess you would take the cleanser first, and then follow up with a serum. Some of us, men out there, we need to learn this stuff. So we sort of do these things. Then you take the moisturizer, and now you have also the full body treatment. You have the Hydro Luxe as the body butter. And as you mentioned, well, we would like to have a shower gel. Yes, we do. So that's definitely something we have in our list for next year. But in the meantime, why not do as I do and try the cleanser as a shower gel as well?
Yes, definitely, definitely. And I think, don't worry too much about the way that you use them as long as you're using them daily. Remember too, for people who wear makeup, that this cleanser will remove makeup as well. It is gentle enough to do that. And then following with these other products. Don't forget the little cosmetic cocktail if you're in a hurry and mix it up. Don't shortcut, just put it all there. One of the shortcuts for the cleanser too is you can put it on a wet pad and wipe it over the face, and then rinse that and wipe it off. So if you're not in an area where you can just splash your face, or if you're not in the shower, you can use a pad, a cleansing pad, or a washcloth to do that. It's fine too. Just don't scrub the skin. There's no need to do that. The formulas do the work for you. So just be gentle and quick about it, and you'll see the
Mm,
difference.
wow, great sound clip there. If I wasn't TikTok, I would get so much stuff from here. I would just take, couple of seconds here, a couple of seconds there, and then there's our marketing. But someone else to do it. I'm not a TikToker, and great place to demonstrate the process and everything. But yeah, some frequently asked questions. Yes, are these suitable for all skin types? What do you say, Melissa? This is my response, but
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely suitable for all skin types. Remember what CBD does in our body. It helps us achieve balance and homeostasis. It's doing the same thing on the skin. So no matter what your skin condition is or skin type is, it will balance it. So it's just about being consistent and using it on a daily basis. But yeah, very gentle.
and then how often can these be used?
I think as often as you need, but definitely, twice a day is the norm. You could use it more. The body cream can be applied. I think it's best to use the body cream after a bath or shower. And
Mm.
if you have aging concerns on the body, why not put some serum in there with it, just to get a little bit extra support for firming and smoothing the skin, which the body cream does as well. But boost it up. Why not? The serum's a booster for all the skin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And are these products greasy? Well, no.
No. Mm-mm.
And what makes CBD into such a great, ingredient for these types of products?
I think, in addition to what I just said about balancing, it's just this whole, you don't know what you're going to encounter. Your skin is your protective envelope. So it's going to defend you against all of the aggressions. And you could encounter these things you see here on the screen, inflammation, irritation. So you need something that is calming and antioxidant and anti-inflammatory to fight against those aggressors. And that's what all of these are designed to do.
Absolutely. So here's another ritual. This is the how to work it ritual. Before you apply the products, you need to order them, right? And before you sell them, you should use them yourself. So definitely, I would, if I was you, I would, on the 1st of October, just place my order. And that's so that you can get them as fast as possible, try them, start using them, so that you can share your experience. It makes it easier to share the products, to sell them, to get more customers, and so forth. And these are products that you should let people try. Some of them, it will only take one try for some people to go, "Ooh, I like this. I want to try this."
Mhm.
Um, we just launched the pain relief roll-on. I mean, that's another great product that should, go together with these. And I just heard today that one of our European brand ambassadors had been on a trip, and she was abroad, and a lot of people had tried her pain relief, and every single one of them had had a result. It had worked on all of them, and so she was like, "Well, this is an easy sell. Just make sure you let people actually, try them, and that's it. It's that easy. So let people try,
Fantastic.
and use the tools available, and things like this, preview call, this product training, should be useful to go through it again, and pick out some things that you can use when you talk to people. Despite the two Zoom crashes we had today, great call. So thank you so much, Melissa, for your great help here.
You're
But
very welcome.
today, like the sales pitch can be so quick, so easy. I mean, if you think of things that go viral, sometimes it's just sharing how you use it, and why, and why it works for you. Some of the marketing messages we will be using, and you can make up your own, but it's, nourish, hydrate, and revitalize with Cannabis Beauty. Discover the power of CBD and botanicals, luxurious skin with natural ingredients, and then the new and improved formulations. I've actually have um, like a sound blocker in front of me, so I can't see my full screen, so I can't read that. So I have to work on my setup, but. There we go. I can see these great graphics though, which
Beautiful.
to share the products on social media, and I like that Cannabis Beauty Redefined, very clever, and the silky smooth skin. So we have a kind of a different types of branding going on, because we have the Cannabis Beauty Defined has its own series. The Hydro Luxe and Pain Relief are a new type of body care products, so they have their own type of labels. and so on. But all great products. And here you can get the pack again, 170 euros or $170, 150 BV. So it's a great BV ratio, extra BV. And as I mentioned, 1st of October until mid-December to order and use this special offer. And I think that's it for our beauty call. So I hope you learned something new. I definitely did. Also about our classics, these cannabis beauty products. I'm so glad they're back. Also super excited about Hydro Luxe. And I think we will probably do another video on that product once we have a little bit more experience, people using it and get some more to say about that product and its ingredients. But first of all, let's look forward to the launch, and what's waiting, what's coming up. So let's turn it into sales and BV and happy customers.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck out there, everyone. Enjoy it.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Melissa, and see you next time.
See you later. Bye-bye.